What is up, everybody? Jarrett from Empire of Assets here, and today I wanted to hit you with a little Metazoo news. We are quickly approaching the first edition non-Kickstarter release date. It is coming up very soon, but before that, this past weekend there was the Collecticon event, and I just wanted to cover some promos that were handed out so that everybody has an idea of how much they're going for, what they are, and what these cards are, so that people in the future can look back at this video and see kind of what was going on. So let's jump straight into it. Collecticon was a big event in Frisco, Texas this last weekend. It is the end of June, so I believe it was, today is the 27th, so it would have been like around the 24th and 25th. There was this big event, all kinds of collectors. Metazoo set up a booth. It was the first big event they have attended as a company, and they handed out two different types of cards. So the first one is sort of this business card. It's got the little, I think that's a ding-a-bell or ding-a-something, a ding-a-ling, riding the rocket. And that is the sort of just the card that was generally handed out. So these have only been hitting the market for the last 2 or 3 days. Originally they were listed at 100. I saw a couple sell a little more than 100. Then they bounced. I saw one sell for as low as 56. And now the next day they have retraced back up to around $100. You can buy one OBO on eBay right now. Pretty cool card. Definitely going to be pretty limited. I do like the Metazoo Plus, or Metazoo combined with Metazoo times Collecticon title up at the top. I think that's pretty neat. Definitely a cool card, a cool piece to add to your collection, especially if you were there and can hold on to the card. It's a really neat piece. Otherwise, if you couldn't attend, which I couldn't, it's definitely could be a card worth purchasing just to have going forward if you are a serious collector. The other type of card I want to talk about was the Collecticon stamped cards. So these are just regular first edition Kickstarter cards that got a big gold stamp in the bottom left corner of the picture. So I have seen a Mothman. I have seen, what was the other one I saw? I've seen a couple different ones of these. I'll throw some pictures up while I'm talking here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Obviously, I expect the value of these to probably be very similar to the regular cards. I'm not sure, to be completely honest, because stamping them with the gold stamp could take away the value for people that just want a true collection of first edition Kickstarter stuff. However, maybe it would add some value. These were handed out to volunteers. The people that ran the table, I believe there was 5 or 6 people that did that. And then I'm sure that some of them were given out to other people. They are, because there's quite a few on eBay, so I can't imagine that all 5 volunteers sold all 5 of theirs. They were in like a gold foil, and you open them and you got 1 card per pack, I believe. So that is sort of the other cards. These I expect the prices to be, like I said, similar to what the base card is, but it could be higher or could be lower. I guess you do have a very unique, probably 1 of 1 or maybe 1 of less than 5. So it could hold a lot of value going forward. However, if you're not super deep into the game, maybe you don't want that and you'd rather just have a normal card. So it'll be interesting to see how those do over the long term. Otherwise, that's kind of all I had for you guys today. Just wanted to cover that sort of event, where those cards came from. There is 4, I think there's 5 total, so there'd be like 4 more events that Metazoo is planning on going to this year. So I expect that there could be different promo cards for every event, which would be like 5 total, which would really suck if you had to spend $500 on promo cards if you couldn't make it to any events. So hopefully they come down in price, or maybe they'll sell off some of the extras. Who knows? But hopefully the average person that couldn't make the trip can get their hands on them a little cheaper than $100 a piece. Also, some side news, but there was, I guess I saw in the Discord that the Metazoo booth was really one of the big highlights at Collecticon. They had a ton of people there. I saw a picture of a crazy long line to meet some of the artists, to meet the different people like that, get stuff signed, just check out the game, which is really good news for the game as a whole. It is still a tiny game in its infancy, with a very small product launch only, so it needs to get out there to the world. Obviously it's tough because people don't want to spend $2,000 on a booster box, but as soon as that first edition stuff hits, people will be able to start buying it, and the more people that get eyes and hands on the game, the better it will be for all collectors and investors in the long term. These probably first one, obviously this first set, but then the second set, both of those doing really well will be really important for the game. So this is a really good sign that people like the cards. They were lining up at the booth to get stuff signed. I just take that as a really good sign. Otherwise, but just if you guys made it to the event, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you thought about it. If you got any of the cards, if you got to meet any of the artists, if you got some stuff signed, would just love to hear your experience on the event. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Give the video a like and hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to me and really helps out the channel and makes me want to keep doing this, because at some point you are just sitting in your basement talking to a phone. So if you do hit the subscribe button, at least it means somebody enjoys the content. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next video.